Hi you two, Miss Vaughan here again, and today Miss Vaughan is showing you the money problems maths lesson and how to do it. So let's take a look. So the best thing to do before you start looking at money is just recap what the value of the coins are and what order they go in really. So a good thing to know is that there are only coins for 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, £1 and £2. There's no such thing as a 3p or 7p or 21p coin. You can make those amounts with those coins, but they don't actually exist as an individual coin. And when we come to money, size really doesn't matter. Just because a coin is bigger doesn't mean it is worth more. So let's have a little look. Miss Vaughan uses the analogy of trophies to remember what order the coins go in. If you win a race, you come first and you get a gold medal. So the gold coins are worth the most. And I pop them at the end because we go from least value to most valuable. So the gold coins come first. If you come second in the race, you will get a silver medal. So then the silver coins will go next. And we need to make sure that they are in the right order. So tell your grown-up at home or say it out loud if you're watching alone, what are these coins worth? And if you look very carefully, you can see the value on them. So the round silver coin is 10p, and then the smallest silver coin, or the second smallest silver coin, is 20p, and the biggest silver coin is 50p. So we pop them in the right order. And then if you come third in a race, you will get a bronze medal. So the bronze coins are worth the least. And of course, we have a 1p and a 2p. So let's put them in order and label them. 1p, 2p, 5p, 10p, 20p, 50p. Oh, and it's really important you remember the pennies. And then £1 and £2. Now, look, if you look carefully at the difference between 50p and £1, the pennies come at the end of the number and the pound sign comes before the number, but you never have both. So if you had £1.50, you wouldn't have a pound sign and a penny sign, you would just have the pound sign at the beginning. And here it's important to know that £1 is the same as 100 pennies. So £1 is the same as 100 pennies. So that must mean that £2 is the same as 200 pennies. So now that we've had a little warm up, let's have a look at today's learning job. And today's maths problems, money problems, are all linked to the work you've done this week with subtraction. So you read the problem, underline the most important parts, and then write the number sentence. So what is 80p minus 60p? Equals. So 80p take away 60p. Now, a good way of doing this is counting down, but looking at the tens. So we have 8 tens in 80, and we are taking away 6 of those tens. So we can have 8 fingers. We're going to take away 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we end up with 2. So if we end up with 2 tens, we've got 10 and 20. So we end up with 20p. You must remember the pennies. The next number sentence, what is 50p take away 40p? And we need to underline the important parts of that number problem. So 50p take away 40p. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got one 10p left, so the answer is 10. And then once you've done all the red questions, you'll move on to orange. And the orange problems are slightly more tricky, so you need to read them carefully. I had £1 and I gave 70p to my sister. How much do I have left? So I could write the number sentence as £1 take away 70p, but that might be a bit tricky. So I might want to write 100p take away 70p, because then it seems easier. So 100p is 10 tens, isn't it? 10 times 10 is 100. So if I've got 10 tens and I take away 7, 5, 6, 7, I end up with 3 tens. 10, 20, 30. So my answer is 30p. Must remember the p. And then the next question here, I had 76p and I lost 40p. How much do I have now? So 76p take away 40p equals, let's find out. And Miss Vaughan likes to use my counting in tens knowledge to solve this problem. So if I've got 76, I can count back 4 tens from 76. So 76, 66, 56, 46, 36. I've taken away 3 tens, so I've got 30 and the 6 because the ones do not change. And you must remember the P for your answer. Moving on to green. I had £55, but I spent £12 on a new top. How much do I have left? Now, you can see that there's an unstructured number line here. If you need to use a structured number line, that's fine. But do try and use the unstructured because that's what we're learning about now. So we have 55 at the end of our number line because we are taking away and we need to jump back. When we take away a number, we always take away the tens and then the ones. Let's look at the number 12. We have 1 10 and 2 ones. So a 10 jump is 3 squares. We must always write, take away 10. 55 becomes 45. Miss Vaughan just used her fingers to represent the tens. And then once we've taken away the tens, we then take away the ones. So we've taken away 10, we need to now take away the 2 because we are doing 55 take away 12. £55 take away £12. So we're going to put 45 in our head and we're going to jump back 2. So 45, 44, 43. And a good thing to do here is if you lose count, is pretend like the tens aren't there. So you're just going 45, 44, 43. You've got the 3. And then you write in your answer, but don't forget the pound sign, 43. The next green question is, Dad spent £12 on a new golf club. He paid with a £50 note. How much did he have left? So I write the number sentence, but when we subtract, we must always start with the biggest number. So I can't do 12 take away 50, so I have to do £50 take away £12. And just like our question before, we've got 1 10 and 1 1 and 2 1s, sorry, to take away. So starting at the end of the number line with 50, our biggest number, jumping back 1 10 and 2 1s. must write, take away 10 in our jump. So easy peasy, 50, take away 10 is 40. 50, 40. So I have 4 10s left. Then once you get to 40, we need to take away the 2. So I'm going to put 40 in my head, 40, 39, 38. Put that there. So then I have my answer as 38 pounds. Pound sign comes at the beginning of the number. Then lastly, moving on to purple, they're a little bit more tricky. They involve 2 steps. So we're going to underline what we think we need. I went to the shop with £30 and I spent £15 on books and £5 on new pens. How much change did I take home? So I know it's subtraction and I know I have to start with the biggest number. So I'm going to start with 30 and I'm not just taking away one number, I'm taking away £15 that I've spent and £5 that I've spent. So you can write the number sentence like that, or if I'm spending 15 and 5, if I know my number bonds to 20, I know I then need to take away £20. So there's 2 ways of doing this number sentence. And we start with 30. We can jump back 10 and 5 ones and then another 5 ones. So I could go 1 big 10 jump, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I also know that it's just take away 20 because 15 and 5 is 20. So 1 big 10 jump, 2 big 10 jumps, labeling the jumps, 30, take away 10, take away another 10, leaves Miss Vaughan with 1 10, and 1 10 is 10. So I pop that on there and write in Miss Vaughan's answer. Then the last example that I'm going to share with you today reads, Nan gave me £40 and Grandad gave me another £50. I spent £30 on my 10th birthday. How much have I got? So we need to process that information. Nan gave me 40, Grandad gave me another 50. So that's how much I've got. So 40, 50, 60, 70. Oh, sorry. 50, starting with the biggest number, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. £90 is what I start with, and I am taking away the £30 that I have spent. So starting at the end of the number line, 90, take away 3 big 10 jumps. And I might not need to use a number line for this number sentence, which is fine, because I might be able to do it mentally. If not, we can put it on the number line just to be sure. So 90, 90, 80, 70, 60. And we pop those numbers on the number line. And a good way to check is that you can count back up to make sure you've got it right. So 60, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, haven't missed any tens numbers. And that's it. So when you work through the colour system, remember, do a warm-up, then work your way through. If it gets too tricky, give it one more go and just park it. If you've had enough, you stop. And if you get stuck, just email in. We are happy to help. So I hope that's okay for everybody. If you've got any questions, as I just said, email in. We are here to help.